Good morning, everyone. We are in the spirit of gift giving here this morning. We're actually going to revisit a creative boost that I shared with you a couple of weeks ago, and I'm going to show you how to get a little bit more mileage out of it. I say that a lot, getting mileage, a lot of mileage out of things, and I think it's just because I hate being wasteful. I also see lots of possibility in things, and the more you exercise your creativity, you too are going to see that possibility and find yourself being more resourceful. But the exercise that I shared with you was the one, the right brain exercise, where we rolled out our easel paper and we used one color, one brush, and just got lost in the process of moving that color around, moving, different ways we could be using our brush to make different marks. Well, hopefully you've been playing around with that creative exercise and are left with miles of paper. In the end, well, you don't want to throw this away. You want to hang on to it because you can use this for beautiful wrapping paper. And when you're done with your creative exercise, you may look at it and this just looks like a big mess. But when you start to give it a different shape, it really does give it a different feel, a different look. I had a lot of this when I got done that day playing around with that particular segment, and so I've had lots of my little one's birthday, and I've wrapped all kinds of presents with it over the last month, and it has really given me some really cool looks and packaging. You can then play it up with the different ties and ribbons that you put around it, the different toppers. But see how when you isolate just sections of the different marks and designs that you've made, you really have some cool looking wrapping paper, and your presentation is just amazing. It's unique, it's personal, they just feel different to give. I get so excited to give presents that I've wrapped in the hand painted papers. You can also be more intentional with how you go about doing it. The easel paper that we used for this creative exercise, it's really inexpensive, like $7 or $8, and you get a lot of paper on one roll. It really does go for miles, so you could roll it out and be very strategic with the marks that you're making on it for the holidays and different occasions and so forth. But it just has really nice body to it. It wraps nicely. Your tapes stick to it well. I know so many people struggle with, we're using this brown craft paper all the time, but I find it to be stiff. It's harder to work with. You need like industrial strength tape to stick to it, but the easel paper is just a beautiful base for your wrapping paper designs. You could also go to the home improvement store and get rolls of these paint papers. These are also nice for you to create on. They do a nice job of wrapping your gifts, but as you can see in front of me here, there are so many different looks that you can get. I save back kids' artwork is also nice to wrap some of your gifts with. I save back any of the sample papers that I've played around with a new product or a technique, or just I was doing some doodling or that, and when you use it, wrap your gifts in it, it just gives it a completely different look and feel. This one here, we did a large scale spelling exercise, spelling test with Berkeley. She wrote out all of her words. Well, we saved that back, and look at what cool wrapping paper that gave it. And then you can complement it with your different toppers, go outside, use nature as part of things as well. But so many beautiful looks with this. And even your bits, when you cut away, you have some extra, save that back because you can use this for collage projects. You can tear it up and layer it in some of your collage work. But the designs and things are just so random and unexpected. They really do work beautifully in a lot of different ways. And when you kind of start thinking this way, it really does, it saves you money and it grows your creativity, it grows your resourcefulness, and it just feels really good to get a lot of mileage out of different things.